What's up? What's up? What's up, ladies? What's up? What's
What's up?
up?
What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up?
Welcome back, y'all, for another episode of Don't Listen to Me podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Lo.
And I'm Alnisa. What's up, y'all? Good to see y'all.
It's
Been a
good.
minute.
We back. We back. It's
Back,
been a
baby.
long time. We
Shouldn't
shouldn't
have
have
left
left
you.
you, but we back. We in full effect. Y'all see our new scene that we got. We trying to come a little bit stronger, bigger, and better for 2024. Happy New
Moving on
Year,
up in the world
everybody.
like
Yeah,
elevators. Me and the crew. Hi, I can see the responses now. Hi,
you
sis.
can.
I can. How exciting!
Excellent.
Oh
Look at
snap!
that. Hey, sis.
Oh snap! It's
Happy
about to
New
be
Year. Uh
on.
oh. Uh oh. Oh Lord. Okay, that's exciting.
Yes,
All right,
Happy New
y'all.
Year. I wanted to scream.
Oh my.
Happy New Year!
Wow, sis. You are something else. Okay, sorry, y'all. I'm looking down.
Bump, bump, bump.
I got like a two-part situation going on here, but yeah. So we want to start. Nothing changed with the way we starting things. First things
Hey,
first,
hey.
sis. What you drinking?
Well, I am drinking some good old agua for those that aren't up in their Spanish game. That's water. And I'm
Okay,
also
okay.
drinking a little honey lemon tea. Um, you know,
Nice.
I will say, Brother B inspired me when he did his little, he's just gonna like casually drink, and I'm trying that out myself. I've
I feel
actually
you on
been
that.
doing really good, right before Christmas. I didn't drink for like 2 weeks, and then after Christmas, or after, I guess I've had a little drink on the New Year, but hadn't since the New Year. So kind of just been trying to focus my attention and
Keeping it
be
kosher.
clear minded,
Yeah.
So I don't miss wine as much as I thought I would, but I can dibble and dabble on the weekends, here and there. I'm in moderation, basically. I said all that to say that I'm trying to turn over a new leaf. That's all.
Okay. Shout out to that.
How
So
about you?
cheers.
What you drinking?
Cheers to that. I'm drinking a little mocktail. It's sober. We sober around these parts, so I'm gonna give y'all the ingredients.
Good. Show
Uh,
me.
I put cran mango, which our mom put me on.
Ooh.
That it's an ocean spray drink. Cran mango is
They have it on
so
sale at Publix
good.
all the time. It'd be so good.
It's so good. So I put that, a splash of lime juice, just a splash, and some tonic water to top it off. I like the taste of tonic water, so I like adding that onto my mocktails and make it feel like I'm doing a little something. I ain't really doing that, but make me feel like I'm doing a little something. So that being said, y'all let us know what y'all drinking,
That sounds good.
and cheers to the new year. Cheers. Clink, clink. I'm actually very thirsty.
Cheers. And I'll read my little saying on my yogi tea bag. It says
Oh
the
yeah.
only consistent is change. Or, I'm sorry, the only constant. I got on readers and I can't read. The only constant is change.
Amen to that,
Amen
Yogi.
to that.
Amen to that. All
Mm,
right, y'all. What's up, sis? What you guys say?
nothing. I was
Oh,
just,
okay.
that was good.
So new segment alert. I want. I was thinking of this. How I kind of. I'm a little quiet, but when I
Hey,
get to
Kevin, Happy New Year.
Brother Kev, Happy New Year.
Oh, it's good to see
Love the new look.
you.
Thank you, bro. Thank you,
Hey,
bro.
Jay,
What's
what's
going
up?
on? I don't
Jay.
know. A Yellowstone, is that what is that? That's a
Yellowstone.
drink?
Oh, I don't know.
It's a
Oh, he's
drink. I
drinking
don't know.
Yellowstone.
Yeah. I don't know what that is.
Yeah,
Okay.
I got to look that
Welcome,
up.
everyone. Thank you
Welcome,
all for
guys.
joining us tonight. Okay, so this new segment is going to be basically Lowe's random question. Ba-ding! All right,
Day.
so it's an icebreaker. It's for the family. Everybody can answer. So today's random question is: what's the last TV show or movie you binge watched, and what are your thoughts on it? So
You
we,
start.
I will start. I will start. I've watched quite a few movies over the Christmas and New Year break. I had that whole week off from work, child, even though I didn't really do
Oh,
much, but I watched Color
drinking water.
Purple, I watched
Oh,
American Fiction, and I've been binge watching for like I've lost count of how many times Game of Thrones. And
oh
just
wow.
last night though, that's why I'm wearing this shirt, Boys in the Hood. Shout out to Tanjiro and Nusuke, and I can't remember the other dude's name. Sorry for to this man. I just finished watching an anime show called Demon Slayer
Ooh,
last night, and it was 4 seasons. It took me a while to finish them all, but finished
was it
it
good?
last night. It was really good. So the thing about anime is they do have like a lot of fillers. So it's like, okay, if their objective is to cut off the man's head, it's gonna take them 15 minutes to actually show the final slice. And he's thinking in his mind, I don't know, I can't do it. I don't have enough strength. I
They're
just need to. I get
moving in slow motion. Okay.
girl, and then you hear all of their inner thoughts, so it just takes forever. It takes forever. So it was a lot of that. I'm a black auntie. I was literally talking to my laptop like, are y'all gonna cut his head off?
Oh
Come
no.
on. I
Get with
was
the getting. Get with the getting.
so frustrated. Oh, Cass said go
Kev
ahead,
drinking
Lou.
water. That's right, Kev.
I know that's right. So,
That's why we drinking
um,
our tea. I'm drinking my tea and I'm drinking my water.
yeah, I got some
Mhm.
water too and a mocktail. But yeah, so that was the most recent show that I binge watched. I think if you're in the anime, um, I think it's a good one. It's kind of intense on the killing a little bit, not too crazy. Honestly, it's not like super gory. Just
Right.
the villains are kind of creepy looking, so
Hmm.
just be prepared for that.
Mm,
But yeah, so
okay.
that's the most recent thing I finished binge watching. What about you,
So
sis?
the fam went to go see Color Purple the day of Christmas. And it was good, I will say. And listen, don't listen to me, but I'ma just throw it out there, okay? I love the original better. And that's just me. So don't come for me. I loved the acting. I love Fantasia, Taraji. Danielle did a great job. All of them did such a wonderful job. I am just a fan of the original. So, like you, and we hadn't even talked about this, like you, I literally went home and watched The Color Purple, the original one. Um, I have been binge watching The Crown. I've been following The Crown since it came
Okay.
on. And I enjoyed the last couple of, I guess it was the last 2 seasons because it was talking about Princess Diana, and this current season is the season where she died. And let me tell you something, I
Oh
was just sitting
shoot.
in my living room just crying like a baby, like it literally had just happened. So I
For
had to stop
real?
watching that because it was
It was
really
getting the block
emotional.
was too hot.
I was like, listen, this block is on fire, baby. I need to let me just do something else. Let me do something uplifting.
A
So
Black Nation.
I
Dang, that's
started back.
crazy.
I've been watching the when I'll just say this. Okay, Living Single. It came out in the 90s.
Okay.
Um,
In a 90s
and
kind of world.
I'm glad I got
I'm
my
listening. I gotta
girls.
run and get
And
something
I
real quick.
don't recall watching like all of the episodes early on.
Hmm.
There were some specific episodes that I remember, like, wow, I remember this verbatim. But I've been binge watching it. It's 5 seasons. I'm in almost at the end of season
It's
two.
just 5 seasons for that whole show.
I'm pretty sure it's only 5 seasons. But
Whoa.
let me tell you the difference between then and now. The first season has like 20 something
Oh,
episodes.
of course.
You get what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Hmm.
So now you get like 8 episodes per season. But they literally, I
Yeah.
was like, I'm still, that's why it's taking me so long to get through them, because I'm like, wait a minute, I'm still on season 1. It's episode 20. So they have really long seasons, I guess. But either way, let me just tell you something. That is my new favorite show.
Living
I
Single is
am
hilarious.
obsessed with Living Single. I even
Yeah.
try to figure out which character I am. We'll talk about that another day. But just marinate on that. Think about that. Maybe go watch a show, and then y'all come back and
Let
tell
it
me which
marinate.
character
Mm-hmm.
y'all are. There are men and women on that show. But anyway,
Yeah.
those are the ones that I'm kind of stuck on right now. Yeah.
That's not too shabby, sis, if I do say so myself. Y'all, I'm working on this studio and I'm trying not to make it to where I'm looking in weird places so that I can look at you. So bear with me tonight.
Okay, we
this
can
is a
see you.
live show. No, but I can't see you, so it's weird when I'm like
Oh.
looking at the phone and I can't see how you reacting and stuff. So it's kind of
Oh.
making me
A little,
a little
anal.
it's kind of throwing me off because I can't really have a conversation with you if I don't see, like, when you bust out with that New Year's. I didn't even know what was happening. Why are you still happy?
Happy New Year. Okay,
Why do you
sorry.
still just have it readily available? You're insane, sis.
Well, I am that weird person that even though I didn't go anywhere for New Year's, I decorated. I
Oh, you did the
always
house.
decorate. I mean, just the table,
Yeah.
and it's still
Oh,
there, so easy access.
Bel Air,
The
Game of Thrones,
okay.
Gotham, and American
Oh.
Fiction. Bel Air was a good.
American Fiction. I'm gonna have
That
to look
that
in.
movie was good.
What is
it's that
it
new
about?
movie. It's
Who
that
or
new
who is
movie.
it?
Yeah, it's that new movie with it's Tracy Ellis Ross, Sterling K. Brown is in it. Jeffrey Wright is the star. Um who else is
What is
Jeffrey
it
and Erica
on?
Alexander. It's in theaters. It's in
Oh,
theaters.
it's in theaters.
Yeah,
That's why
it's
I ain't
in
watched it.
theaters. Yeah, it's really okay. You're out of control. It was really good though. Like, it was a really good movie. I would see that again. And again, I too saw, we're family, so we went to see
Color
Color
Purple.
Purple, and I also went again with Haley. So I saw it in theaters twice.
Good. You supporting the black community twice.
Yeah,
Look at
yeah. I'm
you.
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that. I agree though. I like the original, even though the original was sad, doom and gloom. Family Feud. Ew.
Come
Modern
on. Come
Family
on. I
and
mean,
CNN.
listen, CNN. Okay, I can get with that a little bit.
All
But
right.
Family Feud. Now, it took me a long time to start watching Family Feud again after we were on.
Yeah,
If y'all didn't know, we were on Family Feud
yeah. We were
for
on
3
Family Feud.
shows.
Hmm.
And it took me a long time after we lost to watch Family. I was a Family Feud fanatic. Oh, you saw us on there. Good deal. Good
Recently,
deal.
that's crazy. Wow, they still showing that. We filmed that like over 10 years ago. Um,
Yeah, at this
yeah.
point.
But anyway, moving right along, we just want to
Awesome.
move on to the next topic. We just gonna catch y'all up on, obviously, the new year. So y'all know that we went to we had, low key Christmas this year with the family. We stayed in town, went to the movies, kicked it, whoop, whoop, whoop. So we're in a new year. We're 4 days in, fresh in, 4 days in. We want to talk about some New Year's resolutions. What did you do in the past for New Year's that you do different, and what do you
Mm-hmm.
do now? And just all the things around your New Year's rituals or practices. So since you
Yeah.
want to kick it off and let us know
Yeah.
how
I
it goes
mean,
for you these days.
for me these days. Okay, let's go back. Let's go back. When I was growing up, as we always say and make it known that we're church girls. We grew up in the church, and so for me and my family,
We
New
serve the
Year's
Lord.
we served the Lord for me and my house. um, it was all about church
Yeah.
on New Year's Eve. Like, it wasn't even a thought in my mind to go out and party or go out even to someone's house because I after we went and served the Lord, everybody went to my house after on New Year's Eve
Right.
to New Year's Day to just keep the party going. We was partying for Jesus.
Oh
Still,
yeah. Uh-huh.
we could say that, right? So,
Mhm.
but back then, I think I did that well into my 30s. Like the first time I ever did not go to a New Year's Eve service, I was well in my 30s, and I went to a friend's who was just having like a just a kickback, as the kids say,
At their house.
at their house. We cooked. They had a DJ, and it was so much fun. And I was like, wow. And
So this is what it's like.
this is what it feels like, big grown age, you know. But over the years, I have, gone to church services, but most of the times I've only been out, and y'all know I'm 40 plus a couple years. Um, I've only been out like to an actual New Year's Eve to New Year's Day party where you get dressed up and go out. I've only done that experience once.
Was it like a club?
No, it was a venue that someone rented out, and it was like
Oh,
everybody was dressed up. They served hors d'oeuvres, they had
wow.
champagne, they had a bar. We did a champagne toast. Other than that, I
Five,
used to work at the,
four, three,
yeah.
two. Oh yeah,
Other
you
than that,
used
I
to
used to
work
work at
at
Cafe 290,
290.
and I would be there. I would make buku's money on New Year's Eve to New Year's Day, and we would do the toast, and that was like a big old party, regardless. So
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, so how that changes and differs now, really the last couple of years, like even me and my husband, we've never like gone out for New Year's. We've always, first of all, we always had the kids, so we would.
Mhm.
That's where I started. Oh, let me just decorate the house. I would just put up Happy New Year's, you know,
Mhm.
decorations, and I always cook. I'm faithful with my black eyed peas and my collard greens. And
Hey.
this is the first year that we don't have kids in the house.
Mhm.
So, um, my kids were both home, and they both wanted to hang out. And it was nerve wracking for me. It was so nerve wracking for me.
Mm.
I mean, I literally basically stayed up until they got home
Of course.
because I'm just a paranoid, overprotective mama bear.
You're a good
Um,
mom.
I didn't, I did not bother them so much. I checked in on them once, and I would check their location
Okay.
the
Oh,
entire
right.
time. As long as I have your location,
I
but
didn't need to hear from you as long as I.
yeah, I know where you at. I know. Okay, I pinned that point. Okay, let me take a screenshot in case your phone go dead. I know what last week. I'm anal like that. Okay.
Wow, that's pretty intense.
But it is. It's just it's bad. But I was really nervous about this being my kid's first time going out in the world, and my daughter went to a party, like a party, and my son went to a kickback. So they were two
Mhm.
different places on two sides of the city. And how after once they got home, I was like, okay, I'm relieved now. It's like I would never do that when I was their age. I could never.
No.
So yeah, that's what my New Year's consisted of back then and now. But I was sick. I was in the home. Otherwise, I would have just been kicking it with the siblings. You know what I mean? I wasn't.
Yeah.
I wasn't. I was down for the count. But what about you?
Yeah.
Do
I
tell.
mean, oh, yeah. Then versus now, I guess. Yeah. I feel we grew up in the same household, so I was at the watch night services too. That's what they call it. The watch night
Do
service.
they still call it watch night service?
I think some churches call it
I don't
different
never hear that no
things.
more.
Some churches call it different things. Some is just a New Year's Eve service, but some people still, I think, do call it still the watch night service.
Hmm.
I don't know. Maybe
Hmm.
that's just a black church thing. I'm not sure, but Yeah, it was called Watch Night Service back then. And I I don't I the first time I didn't go was I started working at this church in my 20s that didn't have a New Year's Eve service. So
Oh,
yeah, we didn't have a New Year's
that's
Eve service.
interesting.
Yeah, so I wasn't going, but I don't believe, I know
Crossover
I don't have the
service.
best
Okay.
memory in the entire world, but I don't believe that I went out to like the club or any. I don't feel like I've ever gone out to like a club or of like a full on party, New Year's Eve party. I remember one time I did like host a New Year's Day party at my house, like along like some years back, and then I feel like I've gone to other people's churches. At one
Yeah.
point, I would go to other people's churches since I didn't have my church service. And then I
Hmm.
went to a new church where this was the only time that I had been to a church where they didn't do a traditional service for New Year's. They didn't do like praise and worship, speaking, da 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 da. They had like a DJ and all of these like different things. Like it was like a party,
Say
but
what
just at
now?
church. Yeah. And I
A
heard, because
DJ.
I'm not on social media right now, but I had heard through the streets that a church here in Atlanta went viral for doing something like similar to that. Like basically they was doing the swag serve. Or yeah, you sent me like a screen recording of like they was doing the swag serve and walk it out and
Hmm.
all of that. And I guess it went viral. So what was people saying about that? Like what's your thoughts about that? I don't know.
People were really, really upset. Some people were really just
Crossover service. Okay. Yeah, I've
crossover
heard that. I
service.
heard you
Hmm.
say that too. Yeah.
Some people were really upset. And let me just again preface this by saying, don't listen to me, and to each his own. And I know I would be interested to know what even our mom thought if she watched that
Oh, if
clipping. I
she
need to
saw
send
it.
it to
Okay.
her and ask her
Yeah.
because there are different. I mean, not to say anyone's right or wrong, but this is this is what I want people to think about when they are prejudging what really, like, the things that they saw going on in that church. It the Bible literally says come as you are. And if people are taking their time, and that church was packed.
Mm,
It was packed. And if people are spending their time on New Year's Eve, and maybe possibly people that wouldn't typically
go to
be
church.
in church or go to church, even if they was going to the club afterwards, well, at least you stop by here first. And
I'm
maybe
not.
you get the
Yeah.
word in you and you decide not to go out when you leave here.
Yeah.
But I think it's a lot to do with just, meeting people where they are. And it looked as though he may have had some of like a younger congregation.
Okay.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
and I feel like sometimes with the younger congregation, you have to do radical things or things differently. Yes, there are some things that I do feel like should just you just got to stick to the Bible. You got to stick to the script. But where in the Bible does it say you can't meet people where they are if you
Yeah.
know that
Well, so you
they're
can't swag
probably
her.
gonna be
I
somewhere
work it out.
throwing their hands up, twerking, working, twerk, twerk, work, twerk. They ain't doing
Yeah.
all the twerking in the church, but they're having a good time, and it
Yeah.
should be lighthearted and it should be fun. And it was, I think that it wasn't. I don't think that it was done in a tactful way. It wasn't like you heard curse words coming out of the songs. It wasn't songs that were played
Right.
with curse words. It wasn't inappropriate dancing or even dressing. I think that it was just a matter of let me meet this young congregation, this generation where they are. And did they do too much? Possibly, but who's to say? I mean, did it attract people? Did it get on the shade room? Well, hopefully y'all go to church that next week and you get some Jesus.
Yeah, and that's what I kind of think about it too. I'm like, it looked like it was just a small clip that I saw, but it looked like he was giving some sort of like inspirational words of wisdom, like, we're not going to just talk about it this year, we're going to walk it out. And then,
Yes.
church,
They
we
just
love
walked it
to
out.
make
Word play
a
on
old
words and
secular song make sense for Jesus. Okay, so I'm like, there's and obviously I did not go to that service, I don't know everything, but just off of the clips, I'm like, come on now, it's nothing wrong with sex. Now I will say it is brazy to have somebody saying the lyrics saying I'm on hypnotic in the church.
hypnotic. That's the only that is. Now I was thinking that I did not hear no
That
curse
was
words,
so funny.
but I
I'm on
absolutely
hypnotic.
heard
Hypnotic.
hypnotic. They were supposed to be saying I'm on the Holy Ghost. They were supposed to beat that out, and somebody was supposed to go over the
I'm on the Holy
Holy
Ghost.
Ghost.
Girl, when
Come
it
on.
came in and said hypnotic, I was like, y'all got the
The
shots in
pastor,
the
y'all
back?
didn't run this. Y'all didn't run this by the pastor beforehand, did
Yeah.
y'all? He
What
just told y'all to bleep out the cuss words, but he
right.
realized there were curse words and hypnotic.
And hypnotic. Yeah, they left that part out.
But Kevin said he did have to tell them to keep it holy. I mean,
he did.
but listen, if you're just think about it, if there are visitors and they don't maybe they don't typically attend church and they see y'all swagging and surfing, they probably about to be out there like, oh, I didn't know we could do this right here. So yeah,
Okay.
make that statement. Make that statement loud and clear. Keep it holy. This is not the club, okay? But I don't
This
know.
is the house of God. But yeah, no, I thought that there was nothing wrong with them doing that. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, my thing acting like it's about to die on me, child. I don't know how to make it keep charging, but hopefully the broadcast don't go out. It's
Oh
plugged
Jesus.
in. But I guess it just said, "Look, I'm on break. It's vacation mode for all of us." Hello. Uh, but yeah, no. So that's I really don't
I
do
just think
anything different. Yeah.
yeah, I think that there is a fine line. I absolutely think that there's a fine line. I think that there are of course, some things that you absolutely should not tolerate. But like you just said, I've never gone to a church service on New Year's where they had a DJ. You just said you've gone to a church service where there was a full on DJ
Yeah.
and it wasn't the typical, I'm assuming, typical New Year's Eve party. I think anything outside of the norm that people are used to seeing is going to be scrutinized in some form or fashion. And
Yeah.
again, I just feel like if it works for the people that he's catering to or attracting, ain't no harm in it. Ain't no
No
harm.
harm, no foul. Yeah. When I went to a church that did that, it was so nothing. It wasn't anything wrong with that. I feel like you don't always have to be, and God said at your church. You can do like fun things at church, and
Yeah,
people shouldn't like make a big fuss over it. It's okay. We can have fun at church. It's cool, guys.
yeah,
It's cool.
yeah.
So
Nothing here to see, guys. We're still praising God. Yeah,
yes, literally.
we're
But
still
yeah,
praising God.
so that's I don't really do anything different. If I did end up going to church this week or this New Year's Eve, but if I hadn't been going to church, I probably would have just, again, like you said, just kicked it with you guys. Brother B had like a little shindig, some
Yeah.
friends over, and I
Mm-hmm.
had thought about going there after church, but at 11:27, I was barely hanging on by a thread. So by the time service was officially over, I trucked it on back to the house and went to bed.
Hey,
And went to
hey.
bed. But yeah, so yeah, but no, I wanted to know, do you have any New Year's resolutions? I know you said you're drinking your water and you kind of
Mhm.
doing like not drinking as much, but is that part of your New Year's resolution or is it just like the timing is inconsequential?
I mean, I think it's timing because one of the things that I've tried to do before the new year even got here was just being more conscious of, making sure I'm eating healthy, making sure I'm working out,
Hmm.
Let me tell y'all, oh my God. Okay, so y'all know I go to Orange Theory at least twice, sometimes 3 times a week. And that's an extensive, like extreme workout, right? I burn like 500 to 800 calories every time I go. And so this was my first time. Yesterday was my first time with the new year. Yesterday was the third. So the third, was it the third? Yeah. The third day into the month, I go to work out. And I'm like, dang, I see a lot of new faces. I was like, oh,
Oh
it's the
yeah,
it's the
yeah,
first of the year, right?
Uh-huh.
Y'all, I was okay. You go from my order is there's three different exercise areas. I always go from the treads. I do my work hardest on the treads and then the rowers and then the weight floor. So 20 minutes on the treads, 20 minutes on the rowers, 20 minutes on the weight floor. A lot of people pace themselves on the treads, but I be going in, running, right?
Going all out.
This woman that's right next to me, she's just kind of, I had never seen her before. She just casually just, you know, keeping the pace on the tread. I was like, oh, okay. Well, she just pacing herself. I see you, sis. You got it. Man, we get on those rowers. Let me tell y'all, I had to hide my face because I was laughing so
What was she
hard.
doing?
She was like, oh, oh. She was literally yelling out the
She was
most. She was,
huffing and
oh,
puffing and blowing
she
her
was,
house down.
oh, she kept doing it just like that, y'all. And then she would stop. This would be
Oh
the
my
kicker.
God.
She would stop, look, look around at everybody else like, y'all don't feel the same way. No,
Christ
it
today.
was so funny, y'all. I literally had to put my head down because I was
I
laughing so
know you
hard at
were.
her.
I
She was
know.
cussing. She was like, Ish. She was. She was like, oh.
She was cursing.
Yes, she was cussing. It's
Oh.
now it's loud in there, but you can hear the person next to you. She was ish. She kept looking around. At the end of that 20 minutes, I turned to her and said, good job. Because, baby, I
Oh,
did.
Nisa, 20 minutes? You're kidding me. I thought you were going to say this was like the entire.
It was so, it took everything in me not
You
to
had just
just
burst
be
into a
laughing like
bubble,
I'm
child.
laughing right now. I would bust out in laughter and I would have to put my head down like, oh God. She was so funny. She was so funny. But said that to say, I know that my New Year's resolution, or just not even a New Year's resolution, just a goal in general that I've been working really hard at over this last year and a half, being a member of the Orange Theory, is to just make sure I'm staying healthy and exercising a couple of days out of the week. Eating healthy for the most part. I really do try to eat healthy, and it just came on time where I said I was not drinking a lot during the month of December, and so I just decided, after the new year, I would just continue and make sure to kind of go there again. But on another note, me and my husband, instead of making, I'm big on like I've always done like vision boards. One year I did like a goals jar where I just put in all of my goals for the new year and put it in a jar. And at the end of the year, take those goals out and kind of shuffle through them and see the things that I've accomplished and the things that I can continue to work on in the following year. But this year, me and my husband put together, I saw this on the Tickety Talk. Um, we put together a prayer board, and the prayer board is just like different envelopes where you categorize. Um, for me, it was spam God, my walk with God. It's an envelope with my walk of God, family, career, finances, friends, myself, and then in the envelopes, I put we put a like a sticky note, and just to say these are the things we want to accomplish. This is kind of what we're looking to do as it relates to this category, as it relates to family, as it relates to career, as it relates to my walk with God. And on the envelope, there were like little chalkboards that we kind of put and wrote Bible scriptures that kind of go along with those different categories. And I plan to do the same thing at the end of the year. And then, there's an envelope in the middle that says answered prayers. So every time one of our prayers is answered, we'll put that sticky from the different categories into the answered prayer envelope. And so that's something that I was really excited about doing, me and my husband, and it turned out really nice. And definitely going to keep adding to, because I start thinking about things and I'm like, oh yeah, I got to put this in there too, because this is something I've been praying about. So it's a continued journey. It's not just, okay, well, I did this January 1st and that's it. No, I really want to be very intentional about carrying out my goals, the things that I set out, not just this year, but last year and through the years that have passed, and just having accomplished those goals, but just really being intentional about not only saying it, but really being about it and praying on it and putting the word to it. So yeah, I said a lot, but that's what I got going on.
That's a lot, and it's a lot of goodness. I feel similar. Like I feel like I've more so praying and asking like God for clarity and direction on what the year needs to bring, versus just kind of arbitrarily coming up with um, some resolutions or whatnot. But I feel like I did land on some just key like pillars, like a theme for the year for me, where I felt like, okay, these are some of the things I feel like God wants me to focus in on. And these are some of the steps that I want to take so that I can, make sure that I have some clarity and I feel like I'm hearing from God. And one of those things was, I just started January 1st. I was like, okay, I'm gonna chill on social media, and maybe it was because I was off for a week, but I felt like I had been consuming way more social media than what was normal for me. Like it was like a crazy habit for me to just keep picking up the phone. I just kept picking it up. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna do that. Take away social media for the first week, and then also no drinking alcohol for the first week of this month. And then I feel like the Lord wants me to do it at the first week of every month. So that's something that I feel like, instead of just saying, okay, I'll take the whole month of January, for like a fast, I want to incorporate fasting in my life more regularly, and make it part of my life. So I feel like even if even if it's like, okay, not the same type of thing that I'm giving up the first week of every month, I do want to give up something the first week of every month. So that's kind of different. That's more so. I don't know if that would be considered a resolution or not, but that's my
I would think
my strategy, I guess, for 2024.
Good.
Yeah. Is the
right. Hi, Janice.
Oh, I was gonna say if you have any comments, because my laptop has just gone to complete chaos, and I don't know what's going on. I'm driving blind here.
It's okay. No, I'll read. Janice just joined. She said, "Hi, beauties."
Hi, cuz. Welcome. Sis, can you read off the next thing? I can't.
Yeah. So we were gonna talk about. I know you said that there was some things that you did see in social media before you jumped off, but as it relates to Remy Ma and how do you say his name?
Papoose. Oh yeah,
Papoose.
yeah.
Remy
Y'all,
Ma
I
and
don't even
Papoose.
know what I did for the title of this episode. What's the title of this episode? I meant to put Why Women Cheat. I think I just put DL2M, which is like the acronym for I think. But yeah, so that's that I saw like it had been going around in social media um that I guess I don't know if like someone people can just say anything and run with it, but the story is not really important. We just want to kind of give you backstory for this topic. So it was being said that Remy Ma, who was, everybody's fave, and her husband Papoose, they've been married for 15 years.
Mm-hmm.
6 of those years she was in prison. And
Mm-hmm.
so it's like a big thing, the fact that they have stayed married this whole time. And just usually you hear like about women holding their men down in prison publicly. I'm sure there's a lot of women who, have their husbands and partners hold them down while they go to prison, but it's not as common that you hear that. So their relationship has been like couple goals, black
Mm-hmm.
love, all of this. Everybody's like loving Remy Ma and Papoose, but like towards the end of last year in the rumor mill, it started circulating that Remy Ma allegedly cheated on Papoose. So
Mm-hmm.
that made me think like, yeah, what's going on with the girls that's cheating? Not saying that Remy Ma did. Me myself personally, I would be surprised if she did, but I don't know these people, so I don't know. Yeah, and I don't really have an opinion on whether she did or didn't. But we do want to talk about why women cheat. Like I feel like it's like a funny thing that goes around. And I saw someone, I don't know if it was a meme or a podcast I was watching, and they were talking about that song, that Nelly song featuring Kelly Rowland. The no
Mm-hmm.
matter what I do, all I think about is you. Even when I'm with my boo, boy, I'm crazy
These
over
young people
you.
don't know that song.
Okay, but they did that song, and we all just like East Coast, I know you're feeling me, just la da 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 da. But she literally is saying like, even when I'm with my boo, I'm crazy over you. Like she with somebody else and talking
Mm.
about this dude that
Telly,
she
Ellie, Ellie. They was down at the
Kelly,
movie theater passing each other. I remember that video.
man,
We was singing
just
along to that song, wasn't
cutting.
we?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Like it was just heart stars in our eyes. Like, oh, what a beautiful love song. No,
It's
she
not
with another
actually.
man. This is crazy right now what we're discussing. So, and I know have been seeing a lot of. I don't know why the algorithm is feeding me this, but I see a lot of. There's this guy that walks up to couples on the street, and um, he's like, hey, I want to ask you, are you guys married? Yeah. They're like, okay, well, how did you meet? And it's called like meet cutes or something.
Mhm.
And a lot of these stories, the women say, oh yeah, I was actually dating someone else.
No
And then we
way.
went to I don't know, whatever, and one thing just led to another, and now we're together. And I'm
My
like,
Jesus.
uh, uh, red flag, red flag. Okay, so yeah, it just made me think like what do I think about this? What do the girls think? What Come on, ladies, what is the deal? What are we doing out here? What
Mm.
Are we down bad? Are we the toxic ones? What's going
Mhm.
on, sis?
Mhm.
What say you?
Well, let me say, don't listen to me because I got a husband and I don't want him to be like me. So I saw your podcast. So what did you say now? Women
Keep it
cheat better
straight.
than
Keep it
men.
straight, sis.
Look at
Keep
me.
it
Look at
straight,
me.
sis.
I'm trying to
Keep
put it
it
in there.
straight.
Women cheat better than men. No, that ain't what I'm
Keep it
saying.
straight,
What
sis.
I'm saying is I'm just responding to the topic, the subject of the
The,
topic.
the
But
topic at hand.
let's just
Exactly.
say, okay, so this is let me just circle back real quick, real briefly about Remy Ma. Remy Ma, I've always looked at her, she like, so, I always look at her like, rough and tough with my Afro puff.
Afro
She's
puff.
like rough and
Yeah,
tough,
yeah,
right? And she don't usually back down to nobody. Like you see her on social media, you see her in interviews, you see her on podcasts. She like, oh no, you want to get with it? I'm gonna get with it. The first thing that made me think that possibly she cheated was when there was a battle rap and the guy, this is what kind of started it all from what I can tell as far as social media life, I would say. But there was a battle rap and a guy literally was in the battle rap saying how she cheated on her husband and was given pretty much details of
whoa.
yeah, this was like, and she was standing in the back listening to him like she had seen, not
A
heard,
ghost?
but seen a ghost. And you know how rough and tough Remy is. And I was thinking to myself, where if there was any
I
truth
didn't
to it,
see
she would have
that.
been like going back in on him or going back and forth, like, you know, but this guy was like really going in on some details
Shoot.
of the cheating,
In
you know,
battle rap, he was giving
in
details?
the battle rap.
Like
He
a
put it
plumber.
in a battle rap. And she was just literally standing there and she was kind of like a deer in headlights. She wasn't, she didn't move, she didn't flinch.
Confirm nor deny?
She didn't confirm nor deny, baby. And after that is when you didn't see a lot of, I didn't see them at all together after that.
Yeah.
And just recently, I saw, I guess within the last couple of weeks, it went back and started circulating about how they were possibly no longer together. And I was just like, man, I hate that because I really felt like, I hope, first of all, if there's truth to any of this, I pray that they can work through it.
For real,
you know what
man.
I mean? I really do pray that they can work through it. I just thought that was just the most disrespectful. There should be certain things that you just can't say in a battle rap. Like, was you losing? And so you decided that you had to put that in there. I mean,
know. Why would you put that? Why would they say that?
But my thought is, why would you even battle rap somebody that you know got some dirt on you? Or maybe she didn't know. Who knows? I don't know. But it's just one of those things where you have to stoop so low and you want to win so bad that you put somebody's personal ish out there just because you want to win this battle. You know, playing with people's lives. And so I really do feel bad for their family if there's any truth to it. But it really was one of those things where if you see that clipping, you'll be like, well, Remy, you ain't even stood. Girl, what?
Dang.
You look guilty. However, that's family business. That business. That shouldn't have been brought to the forefront. You know what I'm saying?
Family business. Dang.
Now that's what I got on that. The other thing I can say is, and that's what I got on that. That's number one. That's A. Number two
point
and
A.
B. Number two and point B. Okay. Is that I think women. There was a woman on social media today that was she went viral for asking the question about how do y'all ask y'all men for money? I work 3 jobs and you know, on my off paydays, she was like, I never had enough money. My man was always complaining about
when you work 3 jobs. Ain't no every week is a payday.
You should always have a payday.
But
she's like, well, I make, but she said she made good money. She was like, I mean, I don't have no money, but I make good money. Household bills are paid. And then she's like, I asked my man for like some money. And every time I ask him for money, it's like a big fight. And she was like,
as in he don't want to give her no money?
Yes. She said, and I'm not asking him to get my hair done, to get my nails done. She said he never does any of that. I'm asking for like $20 here, $50 there. And it's for it to go back in the household. Like we need groceries or something like that.
So they live together?
They live together, girl. They got a baby together. They got a baby together.
She birthed a human person out of her hoo-ha?
And then she said,
and he don't want to give her $20.
And then she says she got the nerve to say I hate it for her. I wanted to call her and coach her myself. let me tell you something, okay? Let me whisper something in your ear. So then she says, and he also doesn't want to share his financial status, like what he makes, you know, how much money he has. And every time she brings it up, he's saying that she's being money hungry. And she's like, I just want to know if y'all deal with this with y'all man, and if y'all ask y'all man for money, how much do you ask him for? I'm like, see, now I don't promote cheating. Don't
or
promote
violence.
cheating or violence. But baby, instead of cheating, she just need to get rid of him and go on to the next man.
To
Just
the left.
swipe left. So I said all that to say
$20? I can't.
I wish I might. I wish I might. I can ask
And
my
this is
kids
coming
for
from
$20.
I got too much pride to ask for $2.
Me
I'm not no ask for money type of chick. But
right, not at all. We all got
but
that.
That's crazy. But that's crazy.
That to say,
I'm stressed out about this.
That's crazy. Girl, I'm gonna send you the clip, girl.
Don't send me that. Don't send me that. I'm trying to be on my love and light.
Literally, look, she was stressed out, girl. She was like, "What y'all think?" I was like, "Girl, what do we, the people, think?" You need to be asking yourself that. Go ask your therapist. Go to therapy. Go to see a pastor. Somebody, girl. Somebody got to steer you.
Because your man think he can't give you $20. So that should tell you all the things that you need to think right there, child.
And she was basically saying, if we're gonna be getting married in a couple of years, why can't you disclose of that information?
Oh, girl, I was on a sip in on that. You said the M word.
Married? No, they're not married. But they were talking about getting married.
Girl, that's what I'm saying. Is it that bad in the streets to where you considering marrying some dude that ain't gonna give you $20 to contribute to the household? And you
can't even hardly put $20 in your gas tank these days. $20.
Let's think about for
$20 is the new $1 bill. $20 is the new $1 bill. It's basically
$20. You can't do nothing. You can barely get a bottle of the cheapest wine.
You know why?
And that's what you need to spend it on at this point, because
you know why I pack my lunch every day? Because no matter where you go, at least the fast food that I eat.
Oh yeah.
I mean, Chick-fil-A.
You can go to McDonald's.
Zaxby's.
And spend $20.
That's what I'm saying. Zaxby's. I went to Cava yesterday. I pack my lunch every day because you spending $15-$20 just on lunch. That's lunch money, baby. Lunch money.
Next, correct. And then Kevin said he hiding something. Now you're talking.
Hiding something.
Now you're talking, brother. Because
I know we got off on a tangent.
Something in the milk ain't clean. All right, we did. But okay.
I said all that to say
she should cheat.
She possibly.
I'll say it. You know what? Because you can't just leave him because he being disrespectful at this point.
That's what I'm saying.
I ain't gonna leave.
You got to get revenge on you.
I gotta get now and cheat the easiest. Cheat is the easiest. Don't listen to me though. You didn't hear that from me. Undisclosed woman who I don't know and don't want to break up happy home.
And I do not promote cheating by no means. And I do
these are jokes. This is
women
jokes.
Don't cheat.
Women be
just
cheating.
Like Charlamagne the God say.
You're right. Black women
don't cheat. Black women don't cheat, baby.
Yeah.
You get that out your head. But circumstances in that kind of circumstance,
it's almost like he cheated first.
He's already cheating.
He's cheating on the 20. Cheating. He's cheating on the contribution.
He's probably really cheating, just like Kevin said. He's hiding.
He got a whole family in Alabama.
Listen, ladies, it's easier to just go ahead and cheat versus you being on First 48. Pick your poison. You want me on First 48, or do you
say
want
that
me
again,
to cheat?
Because I need to drop the mic.
Do you want me to cheat, or do you want me on First 48? Pick your poison, baby. Pick your poison. Because let me tell you something.
Nothing else about that.
There's a lot of Don't listen to me for real, y'all. Yeah, but he is hiding something.
He crazy.
Seriously, I don't condone. I don't
And she kind
condone
of crazy
cheating.
too.
She's mental. She's unbalanced
She had a
to
baby
put
for
up with
him.
that.
I'm sorry, sis, but go figure it out.
Sorry for
All
this
right,
man.
back on the why do women cheat? Okay, we really do need to discuss this. This
I
is
don't
a
know.
family.
I don't
This is
know.
a family
I don't know.
conversation. So
I don't know.
I don't know either. If I ask you
I
this
think
question, are you
maybe
gonna answer
because
it honestly?
no,
Okay.
I got a husband.
No,
Mm-mm.
not you, but not that, but like college. You know what I'm saying? College, like, oh,
Oh,
yeah.
have I ever?
Have you ever like
Have you ever? Okay, so is this
cheated?
truth
Have
or
you
dare?
ever?
I'd rather do the dare. Is this truth or dare?
Okay, so you're not
No.
gonna answer that.
No.
That's a plead the fifth. Heard. Same. But what I will say
How you
is
doing?
allegedly there was a girl that was
Allegedly.
19 who lived off Camp Creek and was in college at one time, and then she had kissed
I remember
some
this
dude
story
that
well.
wasn't her man, but she immediately told her real man what had happened was, and he was like, girl, you just so holy, and you thinking that this is
holy.
it's okay, boo. I know we was drinking, things got wild, and you smooched somebody else.
And you smooch somebody,
You're gonna
so
be
you
in
consider that
punishment. You're
as
gonna be
cheating. I guess
that
it
was
is. It is a
cheating.
form of
That
cheating.
is
Look at
cheating.
me.
That
You
was
consider
cheating.
that is cheating. Do you know what? Don't listen to me. End it. Just stop talking about it, because I'm gonna just criminalize
Allegedly.
myself. Just
Allegedly.
Yes, that is
Allegedly.
cheating, and that was very, very bad on that 19-year-old.
Who did
But it
that?
was really, really good
And it
that
wasn't
she
me.
fessed up and told her boyfriend.
Wow. Yeah. So that's all I have to say about that.
I'm just joshing.
No, what I think is so the question though, the older I get, the more I really do feel like there is just an innate thing with women where we're just, maybe I'm old school. The older I'm getting, the more I'm like, I'm just old school. I think that maybe there could be a season of life where a woman just like suppresses her feelings and emotions and is just like, I'm about to go on demon mode, and I don't care. I don't care about nobody's feelings, and I feel like a lot has to generally happen before we get to that point.
Yeah.
But I feel like men just are wired to be able to disassociate any type of emotions from the physical acts of cheating that we would consider cheating. I personally think that there's probably more women out here emotionally cheating on their partners than will ever be detected. Like, because that just, you're not gonna catch no woman emotionally cheating. You would have to work overtime to catch that. But I'm sure I would venture to say that there are probably more women that are emotionally unfaithful than than there are that are
that's a
physically.
good point, sis. No, that's a good point.
Yeah.
No, that's a really good point.
I think even for it to get to the point of physical cheating, you have to really build some sort of emotional tie in general. Like I said, I feel like usually when you get to the point where you don't care about emotions or nothing, it's typically, from what I feel like I've, in my life experience, just through hearing different people's stories and living life myself, is it has to be a lot of different things that have happened and occurred before a woman will just get to the point where, okay, we can be whatever physical and have no emotional attachment at the time. But I feel like that's only for a season. That season will eventually dry up, and then you will go back to your default settings of having to feel connected to, to engage in any type of physical intimacy. But that being said, I definitely feel like I'm gonna agree with you there. I feel like mostly, for the most part, women, I don't think that I know too many women who just cheat like on some, I can get it, so I'm gonna get it. I feel like sometimes that'd be like guys things, like, okay, I can get it, I'm gonna get it. I think women, I don't want to be telling all our secrets, ladies, but Here it go. I feel like a lot of times women, it's the lick back. It's like you did this to me. You ain't giving me $20 to contribute to the household.
That's what I'm saying. I'll find it somewhere else.
Bet you Tyrone will.
You better call Tyrone.
Tyrone gonna give me $20 and some money.
And I'm gonna give him something.
Okay. Oh wow.
Oh,
whoa.
Sorry.
Take it. Okay.
Sorry.
You know what? Oh, let's see what you talking about, Kevin. A desire for excitement, longing for more affection, or falling out of love with your. I agree.
Yeah.
But you know what? And I will say sometimes it's not. I do think that there are levels to this. Like I feel like when you're younger,
yes,
probably the desire for excitement. Like when you're younger, like you feel like, oh, I don't want the guy that you don't typically go for the guy that you should go for. That's not gonna, cause you a world of pain and problems. You go for the one that's oh, he's exciting. We
just talked about that.
We did
personality versus
partnership.
Yeah.
Yes. So I think that sometimes, like when you're younger, or just in a season where you like, I'm over this, because we do know some folks who married 30 years, and it's like, oh, this is my only lover for life, and then they turned 50 years old at the retirement party. Old Bob that I've been emotionally cheating with for the last 20 years, finally be like, well, let's go on down to the Bahamas and celebrate your retirement. Just us two. What?
Now, is that a movie? Or did you just make that up out of thin air?
That all off the top of my head because it's happening. Ladies and gents, it's happening, and we all need to govern ourselves accordingly. All right. I guess that's all I have to say about that.
Stay prayed up. Stay prayed up, okay? Listen, ain't nothing out here in these streets. Y'all be safe. Black women don't cheat. But in the case of that young sister who's trying to get $20, I can't call it, baby. I can't call. I'll give you $20.
No, I won't. I'll give you $20. I'll give you $200 if you leave that dude. That's the only way you get some money out of me.
She could start a GoFundMe at this point with all the views she got. If everybody give $1, she can leave her man, and he'd be sorry.
She can leave him now. He's not giving her $20.
Happy New Year.
Hey, David.
David just joined us.
Welcome.
Good to see you.
All the fellas in the chat. I feel bad talking about
fellas. I know. Y'all just chiming in, and we scoundrels right now. Ain't we just scoundrels?
Starting off on
we ain't talking about us.
Crazy note. No,
we ain't talking about us.
Never.
I'm
good and grown. Ain't no way I'm doing those shenanigans.
I don't want my husband to be on First 48, so I would never.
Okay, we're gonna figure out a way to actively clip that out.
Bring that back. Let's bring that back. I would never do that. I would never.
Don't listen to her. Don't listen to nothing. Don't listen to none of this. Anyway, guys, thank you that's the mantra. That's the title, y'all. Black women don't cheat. The sooner you learn that, get it in your heads, your hearts, and your souls, the simpler and easier it will be for all of us, all parties involved. Parties involved. Can we just agree? Black women don't cheat.
Black women don't cheat. Just repeat that self.
Fellas,
you say it too.
Come on, together now. I can give y'all parts. I can break it up in soprano, alto, tenor if y'all want me to. Black women don't cheat. Black women don't cheat. Black women don't cheat.
I'm trying to find a beat.
I hit that low.
You did. Black women don't cheat. Black women don't cheat. Black women don't cheat.
That
listen to us.
Wow. I think that might be the anthem. Y'all, that's the anthem. 2024. You heard it.
Literally just put a little jangle together.
Okay, no music. No Missy. Remember Missy that used to be her tag.
I used to love that so much. Yeah. Oh, I love Missy. All right. Well, we have talked long enough, y'all. We thank y'all so much for joining us. First podcast show of the 2024. praying that everyone has a successful, safe new year. All the love, all the wealth, all the health to you and yours. We always praying for y'all out there. Okay? Always, always. Anything you want to say, sis?
Nah, stay prayed up. Hopefully you guys are starting the year off on a good note. And even if things are kind of shaky, I mean, at this point, you got 261 more dadays left in the year. I mean, 361 more days left in the year.
I was about to say, wait a minute, my math ain't.
It's a mocktail, I promise.
And we right.
But yeah, you guys, we got a long way ahead to make some changes and to turn things around the way that we want to. So let's just make choices today that will make tomorrow better. All right, y'all. Sis, you gonna close us out with something special?
I have a knock joke. Now listen, okay, Lauren, look in the camera's direction. All I want you to do is participate. Do not think about it. Do not try to make sense of it. Just participate, okay? When I say knock, all you got to do is say who's there. And when I say what I say, you just go with it. Don't try to make sense of it, okay? Because you're going to kill the joke. I know how you like to kill a joke.
Who's there? Huh?
Yoda lady.
Yoda lady who? I'm so sick of you and your shenanigans. Stop yodeling! Nisa, I've had enough of you. I've had enough. Why did you do that?
That's why I had to tell you to just go with it. I knew you was going to try to think about it. Wait, we have a comment from Janice. I simply believe men should get over a woman cheating like men expect us to do. If cheating is all it takes for a man to leave, he never loved her. Woo! Now that's a mic drop. Now that's
okay,
say
it in the mic, cuz. Say it loud.
Say it loud.
The mic is
mic drop, and you know what? I wish you would have said that early on because we would have ran with it. But I'm glad you did it because I would have got in trouble. I would have got in a lot of trouble. Okay, I'm not on nothing, y'all. I'm just drinking some tea.
Yeah, just tea. There ain't nothing in that tea. Well,
I hope y'all like my knock joke.
That was one heck of a knock joke. What a way to start us off. Wow.
I'll be back next week with another.
That's what we need to add the sound effect. All right, y'all. Well, thank you guys for participating on tonight's episode. Come back next week. You see it right on the screen. Make sure that you like, share, comment, and subscribe. We love you guys.
Peace out, babies. See y'all. Have a blessed